Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with some fun traditional things, and I think you can't get any more traditional and kind of average sort of origami than making a average box. And this is certainly a origami that we use in a lot of different projects. You can combine it with things, you can put it together to make drawers. There's just so many fun things you can do with this. And getting the steps down for this are really key to, doing a lot of other origami later on too. So it'll be a kind of a fun thing to do. For this project, we're just using a single piece of origami paper, no glue, no scissors. I'm using 15 by 15 centimeter paper, and then I'll let you guys know the dimensions when we're done. So if you were making it with the intention of maybe putting something inside, then you'll know how big to make things. So we'll start off here with our paper, and we want to start off by with our color side facing down by making some basic creases here. So I'm just going to fold my paper in half. Get that first crease started, and then go ahead and fold the other way as well. Open it up and take each of the four corners and fold into the center. This is called a blintz base, or in Japanese the zabuton base. This looks like the cushions we sit on here. So we get all these folded into the center. So we get all these folded into the center here. Then I want to take two of the opposite sides and fold towards the center. Now there's not a really center line, just use those points where things come together there as your guide. Get things started and then smooth it out. There is a little bit of thickness if you run to something like this where things kind of make these sharp points. Just put your finger in there to smooth it out and then go ahead and make the crease so that it gets nice and smooth. We'll do this side too. We're going to open everything up here. So we have these nice lines running vertically there. Then I'm going to take these outer edges and fold towards the center. And sometimes when you do this, I don't know about you, but when I do this, I always like have this kind of shift and it gets out of the way and it's really annoying. So what you can do first is just fold straight out to the edge to get that first part completed. And that way then later when you do fold it in half, you don't have to worry about it, shifting on you, because we get it folded over first. Then I can fold forward and everything will behave, hopefully. We'll just get this folded up here. And you're kind of doing it right because you should be able to bring both of these points right to those last creases. Keep these other creases lined up too so it's straight. I'll do this one here too. You'll know you're doing this right too because it should just go from one of these creases to the other because we don't have the big creases through the middle, so it's good to kind of watch those as a guide as you go through the steps here. So get all this kind of folded over here. Then we just use the creases we've made here to kind of fold in to make our box. Now you imagine you've got these two parts we just folded. That's going to stand straight up. We've got the two walls here. This is the inside of our box. And I'm just going to fold up these sides by using the creases that I have here. I'm going to be folding up right there because we're making a perfectly square box. And we're going to let this kind of fold in on itself and bring this crease here and this edge even with each other. Now there's a diagonal crease already there. You just need to make sure it's going the right way if it's not going the right way. Just pinch along that to make it fold up. And we'll do the same thing on this side too. Just bring it over and fold it over. And then from there, take everything, fold it straight down, bringing that flap in like we had the other two side ones so that we get a nice finished edge to our box. So again, we're going to do the same steps then on this side. I've got my edge of my box with that first crease because we're making a square, so we can kind of fold up on that. We're going to bring this side in as we do that so we can bring everything, pushing it up, and then getting that crease and that outer edge lined up. And there is the diagonal crease already there, so it should just push over real easily, and you just need to make the crease. We'll do the same thing on this side too, just pushing it over. And then you can then let this fold in to create the other edge. Now you might want to kind of smooth out and pinch some of your edges so that you can get as smooth and sharp of a box as you can. If these inside pieces are bugging you because they kind of pop out a little, you could just put a tab of glue on each of those so that it stays secure and doesn't bug you in any way. If you wanted to make this a box with a lid, you could just start with a box that's a tad bit smaller or a tad bit bigger, and then that will either fit over or inside to serve as a way of kind of closing things off if you're making it like a gift box. So super kind of fun and easy basic sort of box that we need here. Let me let you know the dimensions of this as we finish it up here. It's going to be 5 centimeters by 5 centimeters. So it's a third of the length of our original paper. So 5 centimeters long, 5 centimeters wide, and the depth here is about 2.5. So some basic things to keep in mind if you're trying to make this as a gift for a particular sized gift. You can kind of keep all those dimensions in your head. So that should give you the completed dimensions for your box. And that is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.